Time now to check in with Nancy Cahalen, President and CEO, Better Business Bureau, serving Central and Western Mass and Northeastern Connecticut. And this morning, we're going to be talking about a new scam out there, new reports to the Better Business Bureau scam tracker about targeting customers of marijuana dispensaries. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it's nothing sacred. These scammers they must have like research and development teams to come up with all these new ways to scam people. But this one makes a lot of sense. Marijuana dispensaries, and especially the ones that deliver and they're online, this is fairly new for us, and so there are a lot of people that are using them for the first time, and I'm sure they're not really accustomed to what the business practices are. So the scammers are able to do things that they wouldn't be able to get away with for more seasoned purchasers.
That does make sense. All right, so how does this scam work?
Well, what we've heard is consumers have submitted a number of reports to Scam Tracker about this, and what we've heard that phony shops set up. They make up legitimate sounding fees to cheat customers out of their money. So the customer will do an online search for a local marijuana dispensary. They find a new place. It seems legitimate, and they may even offer home delivery. So at first, everything seems normal. They call the dispensary, they place the order, and then they're asked to make a payment through a digital wallet like Zelle or Cash App. Now, this is a red flag. We've talked about this before. You're making a payment that's untraceable and not refundable. So I would say this is a red flag right there. However, the company then informs the consumer that they need to pay another fee. And the dispensary staff insists that the extra money covers delivery insurance, or perhaps they say it's standard for new clients. The fee is typically a few $100s. That's not nothing. So, but the scammer says you'll get a refund once the delivery is complete. So this sounds familiar too. Go back to the puppy scams where people are paying all kinds of insurance. But don't worry, when your puppy or your kitten arrives, you're going to get a refund for all that. That just doesn't make sense. So don't fall for it. Once you make the payment, the person you spoke to is going to disappear, and the company's going to be unreachable. You spent the money through a digital wallet, and you can't get it back. So that's how it works, and that's something, those red flags are there, something to watch out for.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes, right, when somebody starts talking about it's just going to be a few $100s and you're going to get it back, your spidey sense has got to go off. And you said that a lot of these now are being reported to Scam Tracker, huh?
Well, yeah, we've gotten a number of them, not all local, so but they are in our Scam Tracker database. There are other similar cons where they take your money, but then they deliver a fake product. One consumer purchased edibles from a reputable-looking company. However, when they arrived, he threw them away because they tasted very strange, like chemicals, and he had a burning sensation in his mouth. So let's think about last week or a couple weeks ago, the diet pills and things you can buy. Those are not only just a scam, but there's ingredients in them that can actually harm you. And I would put this in the same category. You don't know what this stuff is that you're ingesting. So be very, very careful.
Nancy, this may be a new scam because pot shops are fairly new, but a lot of the things that you talk about on a weekly basis about how to avoid scams still applies here.
Absolutely. Research the business before making a purchase. Look up marijuana dispensary reviews on a third-party website. We don't necessarily have a lot of that at the Better Business Bureau yet, but So, but look them up. You can look up the name of the company and put complaints or reviews next to it on Google, and you'll get good information. Keep an eye out for reports of scams or poor customer service. And if possible, visit the company's brick and mortar store before buying anything from them. So when you're online, they can pretend to be anything they want to. So it's really only when you're in person that you see, is this a legitimate business? So also, don't use digital wallet apps with people you don't know. Use them with caution. When you send your money that way, essentially you're just giving someone cash. And if you find out you've been scammed, you're not going to be able to get that money back.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. All right. All good advice. Nancy, anything else we need to know on this one?
Well, if you've been a victim, report it to BBB Scam Tracker. That's how we get the information that we talk about, so that people are warned and more aware. So you might hear bits and pieces of what we've talked about today, and it involves something else, but it'll make those spidey senses, as you said, start to tell you that something's not right here, and you want to back off and find somebody else to do business with.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not as if there aren't plenty of bot shops around. That's for sure. Nancy, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks again for having me on.